I'm Leslie Russell Yost. I am sort of a self-appointed community busybody. I try to work with the community that I live in and communities that I care about, and with the folks who live in those communities. So lots of animal-related things, elder care things, LGBTQ-related things, and sort of those folks. I feel compelled to do what I do because I have an opportunity to. I can get away with doing and saying certain things that maybe some other folks can't. And it's just not fair that not everyone has the equal opportunities and equal rights to do everything that they do or that they want to do. Some of the events that I work with, the Borough Art Crawl, I've been on the planning committee of that since its inception. We just hit 5 years old last year. Still continuing to go on every other month, even-numbered month, second Friday, make a date of it. Borough Pride, we have hosted a Tennessee Equality Project, has hosted the Borough Pride event over on the downtown square for the last 4 years. This year we're moving over to Canonsburg Village because we've outgrown the square. Then I also do a couple of other things. I host a Take Your Pet to Work Week event called Co-Whipping. I help coordinate an estate planning event kind of geared towards younger families and folks who maybe don't have 3 boat houses that they have to deal with, called The Ball Stops Here. Some other publishing groups or some local newspapers, we host an annual blood drive. It's the black, white, and red all over. We host it at a local brewery, Mayday Brewery, and just some other things like that. So if there's an opportunity to do something that's maybe fun and gives back to the community, I totally want to be involved. So the very first Borough Pride was put together in just under 4 months. It was very much, hey, let's do this. Do you think it'll work? And if we can get 250 people to show up, we will be delighted. We had about 1,200 people the first year. Last year we had over 5,000 people. We start planning it as soon as the other one ends, trying to come up with ideas and thoughts and things like that to invite the community out. We schedule ours in the fall instead of in June, which is National Pride Month, but we schedule ours in the fall as to not compete with other area organizations and events, but also so when the kids come back to Middle Tennessee State University, they are welcomed in. So they know that they've got a village waiting to welcome them and invite them in as family. But we reach out to, and we have a committee, which anytime you're doing anything, you need to have a really good committee. That's like the best thing ever. But we have someone who handles our sponsorships. We have someone who handles our entertainers. We have someone who handles specifically the drag queens and someone who handles specifically the bands. And so there's just a ton of working parts, and then we just sort of put them all together like a big machine, and it goes off, and there's lots of hugs and tears and laughter and so much glitter every year. Growing up, my mother was always involved in things. She was always on a committee or on a board. She helped start she helped with starting a museum back home. It was actually a museum where we hosted her estate plan, or her memorial event when she passed away. But so just sort of feeling like you should do things for your neighbors. And it's fun. We are right next door to Nashville, which is an amazing city. I would like to not pay $30 for parking every time I want to do something fun. So if it's something I really want to do, we've got a big enough community here. And part of it's just to get an opportunity to do something, to have fun, to get people connected, and to meet people. I have a home in Cumberland County. I'm going to spend a couple of weeks there this spring. I thought it would be a lot of fun to organize a cleanup for the state natural area that's across the road from me. And so I reached out to the state of Tennessee, and now we're going to do that. I'm talking to a food truck and I'm talking to a band because I'm like, we've got an opportunity to do something fun. So that's part of that community busybody part, I think.